solve a quadratic equation, and our focus of today is solving a quadratic equation using completing the square. If you remember our last video, we were talking about how to solve a quadratic equation using factorization method. So our focus of today, we are going to be using completing the square. Let us say you are given a quadratic equation, which is, in our case, it is a standard formula for writing a quadratic equation: ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And your question is, solve this equation using completing the square method. What do? Your first step is to divide each of these by the coefficient of x squared, which is a. Also here, divide by a there, by a, also there, by a. When you divide these, you're going to get x squared plus b over ax plus c over a is equal to a divided by 0 there is still 0. Then your second step, you need to shift this to the other side, which is going to be x squared plus b x over a is equal to negative c over a. And the third step, you're going to divide this here by 2. Divide by 2 there. You're going to have x squared plus b over 2a x is equal to negative c over a. If you don't know how this has come about here, what you are doing definitely is b over a divided by 2, this is over 1, b over a, side is going to change, multiply. The denominator is going to be our numerator, and vice versa, which is 1 over 2. This is b over 2a. So that's why we're having that there. After you do that, you rewrite your equation x squared plus b over 2a x, and then you need to introduce this, the coefficient of x here, but at this time, you're going to raise it to the power 2, which is going to be plus b over 2a squared. This is an equation. So what we do on this part, we're also supposed to do it on the other part. Is equal to negative c over a. If we are adding this side, so even here you're going to add b over 2a. We're going to have that. After we've done this, you're going to get here, if you can see this x squared there, and that one I'm having it to square, just get this one and that one there, x, there's a positive sign, b over 2a, you write, open and close bracket and raise it to 2, which is going to give us is equal to that one there, c over a plus c. There was a square there, I forgot to write it. b over 2a to power 2. So now, let me move to the other side. We're going to get that equation. Yeah, in case you are wondering how we're coming about with all this which is here. Here what you are doing is just getting these two which are having the powers 2 there. X there, write it there. You get also this one here. You open and close bracket. The sign you need to get it from the one which is here. So you're coming with it, which is the sign which is here, positive sign. Write it there, and when you look at this, I haven't changed anything. It's still the same. Let me just write it here again. X plus b over 2a squared is equal to negative c over a plus b over 2a squared. So when you see here, at least this we can add it. I think is equal to negative c over a. This one here we're going to have b squared, you just square that one there. Even this one here, if you raise 2 to the power squared there, the power 2 is going to have 4. A to the power 2 we're going to have a squared. Also this one, write it here, b over 2a squared x plus b over 2a. I'm just getting this and this one that is here. Here, these are fractions. You get 4 over a squared. 4 into, a into 4a squared, we're going to get 4a. When you multiply it by negative c here, we're going to get negative 4ac. When you get this one divided by this one, it's the same. We're going to get 1. 1 divided by b there, we're going to get the b squared. Ax plus b over 2a squared is equal to, you can rewrite these two there, b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. So here, there's an interesting thing which is here. If you see, there's a 2 there. For you to get rid of this multiplied by 1 over 2, we'll just introduce the square root. Since square roots in indices, you guys did indices, so I'm assuming you know all this. Just write the square root, it's going to cancel the 2 there. You also introduce the square root here as well. So when you square root that, you're going to get x plus b over 2a is equal to this on top here, it's a fraction here. So this on top here, it can't be squared. It can't be squared. You can't square root it. So we're going to write, and this is square root, when you put the positive there, negative there. So we're going to get b squared minus 4ac. 4, the square root of 4, you know it is 2. So definitely this changing. The positive and negative there. A squared, you are going to get a. Afterward, x is equal to, you move this to the other side because it's an equation and you're trying to find for a variable x. So when you shift this to the other side, you're going to get a negative b over 2a plus or negative, which is here, square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If you are to solve this, the denominators here are the same. So you just write it as this, 2a, negative b plus or negative, the square root of b squared minus 4a c x cubed. So have you seen now? This is the formula. When you are taught to find your quadratic equation using the formula, this is the formula that you use. And how this formula came about is through doing all these calculations that you are doing here. And you can be given an equation. Here, where you're having letters, you're going to be having numbers. And they ask you to do the same thing that we're doing here, using the same method, completing the square. So once you solve it, you solve your equation like this, you're actually computing your calculations using computing the square. Otherwise, this is our conclusion, and our next video is going to be using computing the square. So guys, this was our topic of today. Thank you for watching. Like our video and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos. Stay safe.